Hi, everyone. It's me from my channel. And today we are going to be talking about minimalism and saving money. Do they work together? Spoiler alert, yes, they do. But there is one caveat. If you have not yet reached financial independence or financial freedom, then you might want to hold off on fully embracing the minimalist lifestyle, because it could actually be detrimental to your financial situation. Let's dive in. So, first of all, what is minimalism? The basic premise of minimalism is that you should only keep things that serve a purpose in your life. So when you go through your house and you look at the stuff that you own, you should ask yourself, does this item add value to my life? Does it serve a purpose? If it doesn't, then you should get rid of it. The idea is that by getting rid of all of the stuff that you don't need, you can save money because you won't be buying as much stuff. You can also make more money because you will be spending less time organizing and cleaning your house, and you will be spending more time focusing on the things that are important to you. And that sounds great. But there is a problem, and like I said at the beginning, the problem is that if you haven't achieved financial independence or financial freedom, then you might actually be worse off by adopting a minimalist lifestyle. Here is why. Let us say that you decide to move into an apartment that is smaller than the one that you currently live in. You decide to get rid of all of your stuff. You start living with the bare essentials, and you feel great because you have less stuff to clean. You have less stuff to worry about. But what happens when your lease is up and you want to move out? If you have adopted a minimalist lifestyle and you no longer have any of the things that you used to have, like furniture, then you are going to have to buy new furniture. So while you might have saved some money on rent, you're going to be spending money on new stuff. The same thing can happen with clothing. If you get rid of all of your clothes and you decide to only have the bare essentials, then eventually you are going to have to buy new clothes. And if you buy new clothes, then you are spending money. I know that I'm beating a dead horse here, but the point that I'm trying to make is that when you are living below your means and you are trying to save money, you should avoid making large purchases unless those purchases are absolutely necessary. Because when you make large purchases, you are spending money. It might be a good idea to wait until you have reached financial independence or financial freedom before fully embracing a minimalist lifestyle. This way, you won't have to worry about the cost of replacing the stuff that you don't need. I know that some people would argue that you should unbuy new stuff, even if you are financially independent or financially free, and that's okay. This is just my personal opinion. I think it's a good idea to wait until you have reached financial independence or financial freedom before fully embracing a minimalist lifestyle. Now, if you are already financially independent or financially free, then I think it's great to embrace a minimalist lifestyle. You can get rid of all of the stuff that you don't need, and you can focus on the things that are important to you. But for everyone else, I think it's a better idea to wait until you have reached financial independence or financial freedom before making any big changes to your lifestyle. That being said, there are still ways to save money without having to get rid of all of your stuff. One way is to simply cut back on the stuff that you don't really need. For example, if you are someone who goes out to eat a lot, then you could start cooking at home more often. If you are someone who buys a lot of clothes, then you could start thrifting more often. You can also try to make your current stuff last longer. For example, if you have a car that is on its last leg, then you could try to fix it up instead of buying a new car. If you have clothes that are starting to get a little bit old, then you could try to mend them instead of throwing them out and buying new ones. The point is that there are ways to save money without having to make drastic changes to your lifestyle. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please leave me a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.